right, the Anti-Xeno Initiative has an event going on starting Saturday, December 2 at 1200 UTC. You'll have to Google that when that is for your time zone. I have no idea. I don't even know when it is for my time zone yet. Basically, it reads, AXI commanders, as we prepare for what is maybe the largest event in the history of this server, and potentially one of the largest events the game has ever seen hosted, there's a few necessary guidelines and steps we need to ask you to follow. Now, this is important. This was reported on by other news outlets, but they didn't get into the specifics. And I'll tell you why that's important. For one, it's going to be busy. There's already a large number of interested parties, over 500 that I'm aware of, and at the time of this recording. So it's going to be a big deal. So what they're asking for is this. They'll say the Spire site that you're going to want to head to is COL space 286 sector P8-E space B12-3. If you're not a member of this Discord, this is a Anti-Xeno initiative, and you should be a member here. Now, there is carrier parking available at some of the close by sectors. I've got a map here. I'll show you guys in a minute. We expect a major logium of carriers on Saturday, with jump times as a result could be slowed to hours. Jump your carriers no later than Friday. That's like right now. Or chances are you will need to slow boat your way to the event or miss it completely. And this is true. You guys got to get your carriers moved while the getting's good, because tomorrow everybody's gonna be like, oh my god, because anytime there's an event, people just come out of the woodwork. However that happens, I don't know. So the second request here is, please familiarize yourselves at least minimally with the dynamic at Spire sites. Spire sites are great when coordinated. They become a mess when not. In particular, please do not shoot outbound Orthruses, as in the ones that spawn from the Spire itself, and head upwards unless the instance leader has explicitly called them as a target. In that case, they will usually count down the aggro to enable folks to use their shutdown field neutralizer. Try to get a feel for the Spire sites before the event. Note, we will clear the Banshees before we get started. In a nutshell, what they're saying here is just bring a decent ship. At least get a ship that's at like one of the, either the Crate 2 or the Challenger or the Chieftain, and at least load it up with Guardian tech if you have it. Otherwise, engineered tech is always beautiful. And then make sure you get at least the minimal weapons that you can do, which will be, beam lasers with thermal vent are pretty good, but there's other options. So there's AX weapons you can get on any rescue ship. So you can go to any rescue ship and get AX multi-cannons. If you have the access, you can get the Sirius missile racks, the AX missile racks. Just to get going, you can go in there with beam lasers. Just make sure you've got several of them, big ones. If you don't have the AX multi-cannons, you can't afford them, whatever, just put beam lasers on and call it good. No other weapons are really going to work. Guardian tech works okay, but you're going to have to repair it. So you're going to have to carry an AFM, or what's that thing called? The repair module thingy-majigger. Get that. But that is not optimal, okay? You don't want to be doing that if you don't have to. Also, make sure if you don't have a carrier, then you get over there, try to find a system nearby that has a station so that you can repair yourself. You can do that. Please bring a reasonable build. Practically need a shutdown field neutralizer. Bring one. Caustic sinks are incredibly handy. Bring 3 or 4 of them if you could fit them. If you don't have caustic sink launcher, bring the largest class decontamination or universal limpet controller you can fit. Bring whatever weapons you want. Guardian weapons hit hard but can be damaged by anti-guardian field. AX missiles and MCs do a lot less damage but don't have that problem. You're not going to need to do damage, and I'll tell you right now, there's going to be so many shutdown field neutralizers going off around you, you'll probably be fine. And the only reason they're saying you need them is because they know already that people are going to shoot the outgoing Orthrus. So basically, if you haven't been there before, when you are at a Spire site, there's kind of a pattern. There's Orthrus that spawn right next to the Spire and go in, and they scan things. So they like check in with all these towers first, and then they disappear into the Spire. And then there's ones that come out of the Spire and they go up into the air and start taking off. What they're telling you is not to shoot those, because if you shoot those, they do the panic. They do what's called a panic burst, and they you know, do a neutralizer burst right there. Boom. They know it's going to happen. Anytime you do an event like this, there's just going to be a lot of yahoos probably in there that don't know what they're doing, and that's fine, but just be prepared. I wouldn't worry about the neutralizer too much, and bring a small ship. Big ships, lots of fun, but they're really hard to navigate a Spire with, and they're really hard to recover when, you know, bombarded a lot. Now the nice thing is you're going to be able to you're not going to have to worry about the Banshees, right? So the Banshees are the worst. I mean, they are terrible. So you're not going to have to deal with them. So make sure that you know, at least bring, like I said, at least go to a rescue ship and pick up some AX machine guns and then a couple of beam lasers, and you'll be fine. Because you at least want to, if you're going to be there, you got to make sure that when the Orthuses go under attack, and you'll know which ones they are because there'll be 6,000 laser beams pointed at it. You got to get on it. You might miss a few here and there because these guys are so fast at killing this stuff that you have to really be on your A game. And so a smaller ship is better for that, so that you can go faster. Be on time. Join event lobby. I'm assuming that's in the Discord. Instant leaders plan to start promptly. Join the event lobby voice channel. You will be directed to an open instant. I am assuming they're doing it in open, so that should be interesting. That means that people can come and poison the Spires, and if they do that, you're going to notice a whole bunch of Medusas and Basilisks and all kinds of stuff's just going to come out of the woodwork. You'll know if they screw it up, and then you'll probably need to watch because they'll want to change instances or something to another one, and you'll have to pay attention to that. This is the sector we're going to. As you can see, there's a sector here and a sector here, and this is where I'm at over here, and there's all kinds of them. What the problem you're going to run into is if you wait too long, you're going to get really bad parking, okay? And it could take you a long time. But here, right here, this might be a good spot. Hit 17175. They are they don't have a big population, so they probably have small repair stations here, because you're going to need to repair. Now if you can bring a ship with repair limpets on it, that's great. If you want to be somebody that just puts some beam lasers on your ship and then run around and repair people, that would probably be amazing. I'm sure they would love that. And you could just run around and shoot repair limpets at people. That might be better for a bigger ship, you know, so you can carry more. I mean, that'd be a thing too, but you definitely want to have at least some weapons so that you can get the 40 million per Orthrus. So otherwise, why would you go? And it'll be a good day to make some money. I may show up. It's probably gonna be pretty busy. I'm already over there. I've already been in there twice, screwing around, and nobody's been there. I didn't know why, but now I know why, because the event's not till tomorrow. If I do it, I'll probably live stream it, so you can catch me over on twitch.tv/BattleVortex. And yeah, I can try to help anybody that needs help. So I hope to see you there Saturday, 1200 UTC. 07 Commanders.